EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the New Orleans Saints. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And we are underway from the Superdome. From his end zone, here's Rashid Shaheed. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Second down, and it's Kamara again. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
Carr looking to throw on 3rd and 2. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big play that time on a catch and run. 34 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Kamara off the draw. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. Odafe Owe so quick, and he gets to him there behind the line. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. On play action, now Carr. And his throw here is incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 28. Needed 13, they got 14 on 3rd down. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Open man downfield is Johnson. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's another 1st down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Kamara trying again. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the Caesars Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the New Orleans Saints. Here's the former Auburn kicker Daniel Carlson to get this one started. And we are underway from the Superdome. And he is out of bounds here on the return. Carr right away going to look to throw. Rolling to his left. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down. Carr going to throw. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Robert Spillane. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
Brandon, I wonder if someone's down there checking on the head coach right now, because he might be in a little bit of shock after what just transpired. Instead of a lengthy opening drive to deal with, his guy stepped up and stole that drive away. Momentum on their side now. How will they attack on offense?
That's caught left side. Myers with it. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it's second down. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. We hear them discuss red zone efficiency a lot, CD, and they almost gave that one up in the red zone. Luckily, they'll have another shot.
And you and I both know that every offensive coordinator, play caller in the league, they take particular delight in their red zone calls, because those are the payoff ones. But you...
Touchdown! Davante Adams from 19 yards away. And the Raiders use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Had the option to hand that one off or run it himself, but instead, a really easy, quick pass.
I like the way they made a decisive decision and got it right to the receiver. One move later, he's in the end zone.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. From his end zone, here's Rashid Shaheed. And he'll get to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Carr now to throw. Forced out to his left. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Carr can beat you in a lot of ways. The scramble there, a perfect example as he gets the first.
He was certainly quick to atone for his early game interception. Instead of making another mistake forcing something, he reset himself and found a lane to pick up the first down.
On first down, Carr. Completing it to the right side, Johnson.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? Third and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on third and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. Down the right sideline. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. Steps away. On the check down, he finds Kamara. Touchdown, Saints. Alvin Kamara. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints are an extra point away from drawing level. Groupie able to add the PAT. And we are tied at 7. So I'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. From his end zone, here comes Carter. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Consecutive runs of 6 yards gives him a 1st and 10. Here's O'Connell. He finds his man, complete. It's Jacobs. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Got a man, it's Mayer. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 38-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pick.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the Saints are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, well,
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Kamara gets it again on 2nd down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On play action, it's Carr. He'll buy some time right. And that will be incomplete.
Partner, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
And no move to pull Carr and the offense off. They're going to go on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Carr. He lets it go deep for Olave. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. Escape, fights through, and now a crease. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
To throw here, O'Connell. Dancing to his left, and he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Pete Werner in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Here's O'Connell looking to throw it. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked off by Alontae Taylor. And the Saints are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the 4th quarter, but you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's one interception, we're still in the first half, I'm about to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
Carr now on 1st down. So nothing doing there, and it's 2nd down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Now is 2nd and 10. Now Carr. Flushed out right. Locates Kamara on the out route. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for 1st and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. The 20. Touchdown, New Orleans. A.T. Perry, 43 yards. And the Saints will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. A point after, good by Groupie. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. From his end zone, here comes Carter. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And a 1st and goal coming up here inside the 10-yard line. The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? 1st and goal. So after the fumble recovery, it's Carr. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete.
Partner, this is almost an unwinnable spot for a defense. They have to come right out for a 1st and goal trying to stop them. But let me hold on a second. Let me take that back real quick. They can win here if they force a field goal try. Still a long way ways away from that happening, but that has to be what they're thinking right now.
Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Play action. Now it's Carr. That pass play good for 7, but it still brings up a 4th and goal. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. A field goal would make it a 2-score game, but they're going to go aggressive. They're going to try this thing on 4th and goal. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
Groupie able to add the PAT, and it's now 21-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The clock showing just 16 seconds till the half as they line up 1st and 10. Back to throw, O'Connell. He'll let this go for Adams. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Alontae Taylor. And the Saints will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just 1 snap of the football. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this 3rd quarter of action. From his end zone, here comes Carter. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. They'll bring a receiver in motion left.